Everybody, this is Stephanie. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to do a bit of a plan with me as I jump into my 2026 Hemlock and Oak planner. So I am coming from a Hopenichi Techo cousin. I've done this for a number of years. I've done Archer and Olive. I've done my own bullet journals. Something that I love about the Hopenichi is that as time got busy, life in general, I love that the formats, everything is done for me, the monthly section, the weekly, and the dailies. So I had to decide which one that I would lean toward this year for 2026. I also really love the mindset and the extra additional pages they have in the front of the planner. They have things like habits, self reflections, your goals, and things like that. That is something that I would normally add into my Hobonichi at the beginning of the blank pages or the additional months that they provide for the following year. I use those to add in those type of pages. So the fact that this one already had it. Another pro getting this this journal was this beautiful pink color. I did love this beautiful rose color. It was in the hardcover, so they didn't provide the pink in the same like flex style notebook, so I just accepted my fate, and yeah, so that is why I switched. Another bonus regarding this planner is the Hobonichi has the setup breakdown between like all the months in one section and then all the weeklies and then all the dailies. While this journal has the month of January, the weeklies of January, and also the dailies all in one section, and that's how they have it broken. I personally love that so much more. It takes time getting used to, so now that I'm able to flip over from the monthly page, I go straight into the January weeklies and then straight into the dailies. So I really do love that. So I'm going to go ahead and share my thought process on how I'm breaking down all the additional pages. You're going to see sticky notes scattered all along this planner for the plans that I have. All right, what I envision. Hello, beautiful mind. I plan to place a mood health board here. Just, get creative. And I do love the idea of having a couple of mood boards that I can look at throughout the year. The next page we have here is the personal values. Now this is not going to be something that I will do here on camera, but I did make a rough draft. One of another bonuses regarding this product is they do provide a digital printable of the sheets that are within the planner. So I went ahead and printed it out and I did a rough draft. I do appreciate that, especially for if I make a mistake on a page, I could just turn around and print and paste and place it in the journal. So that is a pro for me. Just basically like things like what memories give you energy, what drains you, what are you most proud of, and then what are moments in your life that have been the most meaningful and fulfilling to you. And these are just great key points that I want to better address in myself. So imagine listening to a positive conversation about yourself in the future. What do you want to hear? You wake up to the best day ever tomorrow. What does it look like? We have another one here regarding self-reflection. Identify 5 negative thoughts or beliefs that you hold about yourself and then reframe them into neutral or positive statements. I'm constantly looking to, that's why I think one of my goes to, like when I have right here, personal growth. So that's what I am aiming for 2026. So it does setting goals, and there's 3 different sheets. So on that, each sheet, one will be for family, setting goals, my house, and then personal growth and hobbies. So those are going to be where I focus in the goals. So there's 3 different sheets, and that's my main goals. My habits, again, there are 3 sheets. I do have 6 habits that I want to work on, so I may possibly place 2 habits on each sheet and just kind of give a rough feel of that. To break this down into steps that I can use throughout the year. And that's going to help me regarding these pages. ideal schedule below. I love that. I do have it, like I said, on a sticky note. This is the first rough draft. I will probably do it once more, and then again, I want this to look pretty. So this is why I have everything on sticky notes, and like I printed out the other ones so that way I have a practice run. And I just write script, chicken scratch, and that's normally my style. I don't care for my daily section or my weeklies, but for the stuff that I'm going to look through back to throughout the whole year, I want it to look a bit prettier. So I probably will print it out with some typewriting on there to make it look nice. But back to the daily framework. What hours do you have the most energy? I do want to definitely plot that so I can see where my best hours are, and that's where I'm going to focus my bigger projects at. All things that I'm really leaning towards, so I cannot stress enough how much I'm so happy that I went ahead and switched to this journal, this planner. Over here on the right side, it says important, so I'm going to be placing trips and savings and our monthly expenses. We have 2026 and 2027 on here, and I'm going to be placing the birthdays that we have, and then my monthly nature visit. The 2026 overview of the year, I'm going to be placing my currently here in this section. So what am I currently doing each month? So for January, like currently watching, reading, eating, listening to, and more. And I may even add a little selfie of myself, because I normally do that each month in my traveler's notebooks. But now that those are going away, I need to place them somewhere, and I love the idea of having a picture of myself for every month. And then the rest of the stories that are normally in my traveler's notebook, they're now going to go in the daily section. All right, I'm going to just use this for ideas that I write in the daily pages, and I want to remember them. I'm going to place them here. I love having an idea for a project regarding scrapbooking or crocheting, and then I end up forgetting what page I put it on, so I'm going to make sure I jot it down here. And then on the bottom, which I did in the Hobonichi, is I'm going to just do a reflection of the month, like where I was successful in how it felt and what I can improve on possibly. So that's going to be for the quarterly section. All right, this is the holidays page. I don't know if I'm gonna cover this up as well. We will see. I don't really need it, but it is nice to have. Here on the right side, I'm gonna be placing our food menu of all the dishes that we make. It is nice on the days and the weeks that we feel like we're in a bit of a rut and we feel like we've already ate everything, and we just need that kind of like that nudge or inspiration on some of the dishes that we may have forgotten. So it's just nice to have. I'm going to place my word of the year here, and I'm debating between these three words. Word of the year, it is a project created by Elliot Edwards where you pick a word and you really focus on it throughout the year. I normally don't really stick to it each year, but I do like picking a word, and I am hoping that I do stick to it. So I'm going to make a little bit of a mood board here, a collage, what have you, for one of these words. I'm not 100% sure which one I'm picking. Each of the sections have an overview, so I do love this. In my Hobonichi, I was making a little bingo card and I kind of try to make bingos with all the projects or things that I try to do. So that was the only kind of little bit of prep I did before the month, and I really loved how this is helping me hone in on being productive and accountable. Okay, so the words here for the overview are: what boundaries will you set for yourself this month? List 3 ways that you can carve out time for self-care. What intentions do you have this month? What milestones are you focusing on? What habits do you want to cultivate this month? Are there any barriers? Frequencies, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times a week. Then you got a little tracker, and then you even have for a reward. And then the review here, it is write down 3 memorable moments this month. What gave you energy this month and what drained you? And a lesson, thought, or growth moment from this month. And then it goes to the next month for February. I love this. I tried doing this in my Hobonichi. I think it got like January and February done, but then I didn't really know where to begin. It was a blank page and I was just like adding stickers and writing like, okay, well, this needs to be better. And then I left it at that. So this gives me more accountability and where to start. I don't know if I'm going to use this for all the months. I may change it up to work better for me, but right now I am on board. So that's great. Guys, moving on to the monthlies. So the monthlies for me, I have this nice little sidebar right here, and what I'm going to be placing in there is the monthly task for our house. So all things regarding the house, the property, and everything is going to go there that we aim to get done for the month. Any family activities or dates that we want to plan, our bills that are due, I like to reflect here what bill is due, when we're getting our checks, and everything else. I once used to do doodles. I used to place them in my daily section, and I used to place them in the calendar section back when I would bullet journal, and I kind of want to bring that back. I was never really successful for the whole month, but just the idea alone of wanting to bring it back is good enough for me. And then events that happened. I want to make sure like, okay, that get together party did actually happen on the 22nd. It didn't get moved. So because I don't want to see a bunch of scribble scrabble on here. I don't mind the weekly section, but I don't want it here. And even then I do try to prevent scribbling and erase or like Xing out things. I just do a little arrow. So any lunch dates, any hangouts, any events from the kids and the schools and what have you, I want them on here so I can look at the month as an overview and just appreciate that when I feel like we weren't productive or we didn't do a lot, I can sit here and say, no, we did spend a lot of time with the kids. We did connect with my husband. We did, do things with the family. So I just need an overview. I just need to see how well we are doing. Also on here, I'm going to be placing the stats for my YouTube and Instagram. I just want to focus on what's working and what's not. So that's going to be for the monthlies. And I don't know, I may just share like a before with all the decorations. I don't know if I'm going to be sharing it like after, since I'm going to have some personal information like our bills and things. So we'll see what I share. Okay, now we're going to the weekly section. The weeklies, they are similar to the Hobonichi with a little bit of differences. So this is a blank spot right here. They're starting at 6. And the Hobonichi did not have these words already placed there, which I love that this already does, because I did that in my Hobonichi. I would place like this week to do and then like things like that. So for this one, for my focus, I'm going to place my top 3 projects that I want to complete for the week. And it can vary between like a house project or a hobby project. And then my intention is going to be for my house, what I want to focus on. And then my to-do is going to be basically the 3 projects that I got to break down into bite-sized pieces that need to, get done to get those projects done for the week. On this weekly section, besides the things that I've mentioned here on the left, what I'm going to be placing here is on the top. I think I want to place the weather. It is just something to note and remember. I'm also going to be placing our menu, the uploads that I do, the post, and my mood and tasks that are completed. So hopefully, like I said, I will be placing things down, and I hope that I don't have to move things around. But I want to make sure, like, if I put something down, it's because it's more than likely getting done. So that is for the weeklies. Let's move on to the last section, which is the dailies. Where it says focus. So focus, I'm just going to place the main goal for that day. And again, it can vary between a hobby or a house related item. And then my intentions, I'm going to do the same thing I did in my Hobonichi, and I'm going to place 3 things I'm grateful for that day. The schedule, I'm going to place my ideas that I have in mind or my highlights for the day. And it may not be a full page, so I can always definitely cut this in half and do like 2 different things. Here in the today section, I'm going to do a reflection, a recap, reviews on the books, TV shows, movies, and just an overall kind of catch-all. And I can sit there and definitely use some stickers. I could use some washi tape, but I really love the way that it has it already set up for me. All right, before I jump into the 8 that I want to keep on my desk for the year, I want to jump into the 3 sticker books that I'm pulling out for the month of January. So we're going to go ahead and look at this one right here. So this one is the Stargazer. I thought this was the perfect neutral colors to use for the month of January. So my monthly page, this is how I'm going to decorate it. I don't normally get any subscriptions like sticker kits, just because if it comes out too pretty, I'm not going to use that paper, that page, because it's just too pretty. And my handwriting is not the best, especially when I'm in a rush. Really quick here, I'm going to share something with you. So although I'm going to be using this, I do love the color combination, and I realized that this cute little sticker book that I got on sale at Hobby Lobby for $4.99, although it is heavily baby themed, there were quite a few embellishments or little accent stickers that I can use to coordinate with this one. As you can see, these pale blue stars are so pretty, and I think they're perfect for the winter month of January. So I'm not going to be able to use all of them. I don't know if I see myself using this owl. I think I will save him for November. But I do love the stars and the moon, since this Stargazer one talks about like wild moon, like moonchild, stay wild. Moonchild is kind of different. But I really love this one right here as well. I can't use all of them. Some of them are regarding a baby, like stardust. We can use that for planning and just, believing in yourself. Dream big, shine bright. Even the stars admire you. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. It all starts with a dream. Rise and shine, shine like stars. I don't know. I think I'm able to use that. So I'm going to see if I can incorporate that somehow. Another one that I thought I can use is this one right here. Hello, Adventure. They're from this Stargazer one. I was going to pull out just a couple of sheets, but I realized nah, I'm going to use the whole pack. So why pull them out? So they go with this one, and this one goes with the baby one. Okay, so that is my 2 picks for the monthly for January, and then those are going to go back to storage. And then this is the one that I pulled out to do for the week of my birthday in January. I did not get to use this for October, Halloween, or December in my journal, so we're using this. How? I have no idea, but it's going to get used. If you would like to see a process of how I incorporate these stickers in a weekly spread for January, comment down below so I can actually record that. But I am going to use it. I love it. It's so pretty. Alrighty, these are the 8 that are gonna remain on my desk for the year to help accent my daily pages. So this one is the All in a Season. These are perfect. This is really all you need. They have the entire year, your summer ones, your fall, your Christmas, spring, everything. And that is actually where I got that New Year's one. So they are just the perfect little add-on you need. You can just take this in your planner and you're good to go. Look how, so I'm just going to place this as a weekly for the first week to kind of like bring her in, Welcome 2026. Welcome her in. All right. Another one that I'm keeping on my desk is going to be the black and white, because that goes with anything and everything, right? Perfect little accent, and it can't go wrong with them neutrals. And I love these little quotes and things. They make the day, a little sugar. A little pep in your step. Alrighty, we have another one here. This is mood tracking. I talked about my moods and just getting a better understanding of myself and what I need before I do a burnout, because I tend to do that and it's not good. It's just not good. Don't get to burnout level. And I will also be adding in some washi tape. I just don't have them right now because we haven't gone to the storage unit, but I do plan to add that in. Okay. This is the Sassy Plans, guys. You know how life doesn't go your way, right? It's the wrong day. I like to have my cake and eat it too. Don't give up on your dreams. Keep sleeping. Laundry today or naked tomorrow. So true. I just look at that eraser. What a fail. Like, I just love it, you guys. It's very sassy. It's just what I need on the days where I'm just like, I'm done. Checking out. And then just like we have a downer, we have an upper. Happy goes. Wellness and things like that. So I did use this a lot. I pulled out a few sheets thinking I wasn't gonna I was only gonna use a few sheets, but the whole pack makes sense. Another one is for fitness, since I am trying to get healthy, get fit, and be able to keep up with my kids because, well, they're going to leave me behind. So I do have that one. And then I have, oops, two packs are just household. So things, repetitive things you need. Yep. And I love the color scheme, so I can color code each week. That sounds good. Some are the black icons here, everyday ones. So I love it. And then the essential pack, essential planning, which again, same thing. Yeah, I have to remember those. Okay. Cool beans. Right, there you have it. So let me go ahead and jump in and start decorating.